We could go, we could float right away. I'm in the clouds. Don't wake me now. It's just another daydream.
Life adds up to only sleep, work, chores. What for? No settling down, I want more. Hardly dodged any stride. I need to start a new life. Well, have you heard of anywhere but here? Bags all packed up and I'll shed a tear. Oh my, this is my chance, say goodbye. Nudge, I've left you behind. Now get out of my mind. Get out of my mind. Out of my mind. Ooh.
All right. Beautiful sunny day.
Yes. A lot of sun out there today.
Well, we're indoors, but Trevor and Brady told us that it's beautiful and sunny out there.
Yeah.
So,
It's, I think the thermometer at one point said 35 out there this afternoon.
Are you one of these guys that will look at your thermometer 15, 20 times a day?
I was looking at it. My boys are more affixed with it. My boys are saying, "Hey, look, it's 35." So that's how I know it was 35.
So so everything is pretty much old school at your house. So instead of your boys going on the weather app, they look at a physical thermometer.
They looked at the physical thermometer on my car.
Right.
When I picked them up.
So you still use the cable TV and you use the old school
rabbit
thermometer.
ears.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah.
You're
old school. We do have Netflix though, and we do have Prime.
Yeah. If we went to your house and did a reality show, it'd be Little House on the Prairie too.
Little House on the Prairie.
Nothing wrong with that, kids.
You're sitting on the back deck. Today's episode, trying to make sure that the lawn chairs don't float away.
Okay.
That's how
listen,
exciting our lives would be over there.
We do a lot of community orientated shows, and we love to do it. And I'm really pumped for tonight because when you mention banking, you're going to get a whole variety of opinions from a whole variety of people.
Yeah. Who do you bank with?
Do you still stick your money underneath the bed? Do you still,
I don't.
Okay.
No.
So
not as bad as your dad. Your dad puts money in the tin foil wrapped up in the freezer. We have evolved from those days and moments.
But sometimes you think as banks as, big corporations, and how do I get in touch with someone? And I want to deal with local people. Well, I love this story tonight because a lot of these questions are going to be answered, if not
answered tonight.
And we also want to talk about all their beautiful community work that they have done and they are doing. So did you want to introduce, we got a guest and then we got a super guest.
Yes, we got a super guest here tonight. All right, the regional manager from Caisse Alliance. We've got Mark Rodrigue joining us here at the Timmins Square Shopping Centre, and the Caisse Alliance mascot, Cashew.
Okay, so
it's going to be a nutty show here tonight, Cashew.
Oh God, it's oh God, oh no,
and it started.
Oh no, see, I have to deal with it all the time. You get to leave in an hour. Yeah. I want to test out something here, Cashew. Can I get a fist pound? Okay, we're off to a good start because I have a history with mascots, Cashew, and specifically Sonic. And I'm hoping at some point you can help me deal with my conflict with Sonic.
All right.
You're
getting a paw up here.
Yeah. It's about time I knew Cashew would be on Team KLOMP. We're off to see, I rebounded from that nut joke.
That's pretty good, man. That's a really good transition now we've got Sonic in there. I'm just waiting for others now.
Where are we going? Banking can be, for a lot of folks, a scary thing, especially if this is not your field, right? Someone comes in and has a million questions. And sometimes I felt in my past when I've dealt with certain banks, I felt just like a number.
Yeah.
And I always thought if there could be something that has deep roots to the community and professionals in their field can guide me the right way. And all the feedback we're getting about your bank is that's on point. Am I getting close here?
I think you are. Actually, that's awesome. It's great to hear that you've been hearing comments like that. Let's not Caisse Alliance, Caisse Populaire at the time, Caisse Populaire of Timmins, they've been in existence since 1945. So this is our 86th year in operations here in Timmins. So we've been around for a little while, and it's a community bank, right? We're a cooperative bank. So the members are actually our shareholders. So we like to build those relationships and really work with our members to figure out what their financial plans are or what their objectives are in life, and help them through all these different cycles that they go through, from a young student with our student saver program all the way out to retirement to all these fun things.
You've got a program for everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's really interesting you say your members are your shareholders. So a lot of business will say our customers are our boss. And it's a true saying. Our viewers, our sponsors are our boss. But legitimately, 100% accurately, your customers are your boss because they're your shareholders.
You got to listen.
Yeah.
We listen.
Yeah. But
we try to listen.
They have a big investment in your bank, and obviously investments in your bank, but they are owners of the bank.
They are.
And that's a different setup than most financial institutions, if not all of them.
Yeah, absolutely. Like for us, we're a cooperative, so every member at the Caisse is a shareholder of the Caisse. They have a share in it. You can go to some of the larger, bigger banks, and they have shareholders as well. But ours are driven through community values. They're driven through, the members within our community. They buy into the bank, and off we go from there. So it's a small account that they have to have with us to deal with us, and then they have access to a plethora of financial services that and banking services that they could need within whatever their needs might be, right? So it's really interesting to we're all in this together type thing, and we try to get that message out. We enjoy building those relationships with our members. We love it when members come in, and my office is right at the entrance there. Hey, Cashew.
Cashew knows. Cashew knows. You've got the best bowl of nuts there.
So I sit there and I get members coming in and just sticking their heads in my door to say hi, or even sometimes I'm in a meeting and they'll come in and they'll say, "Hey, Montreal won last," because I'm a Montreal fan. Sorry, but it was fantastic. But we would get some of these fans some of these folks coming in. It's
not as stuffy as the other, let's say the corporate banks. Yeah. And again, your local bank. You live here.
We live here. We work here. We play here. We participate in the community. We do a lot of stuff in the community. And I think what's really cool is, we're just using financial services and banking services as a medium to bring some wealth to the community and to better our communities, because I think that's super important.
I really love the example. Besides the fact it's Montreal Canadiens talk, I could go,
I had to.
I love the fact that what I took away from that, all jokes aside, is that it's about building relationships with people. So of course there's the financial end, and in most cases, if not all, that's serious. We're talking about someone starting their life, their retirement, their savings. Your finances are very serious, right?
Yeah.
If those aren't in place, then, or if you need help to get them in place, those are things that you should take seriously. But it's just not all calculators and spreadsheets and programs. It's developing relationships with people, because, I can sit down with you and tell you a bit of my story, and my situation may be different than someone else. Like I have young kids at 50. Most people might have grandkids. So their situation, and you go, "Oh, that's a little cuckoo clock."
No, I got 5.
So you get it. So my situation is going to be different than the next 50-year-old person that's going to come on there. So you need to develop the relationships with every customer to understand their needs.
Absolutely. And everybody's unique in some way. Yeah, there's a lot of commonalities, but in essence, it's really understanding, where that person is in their journey, and seeing if there's a way that we can assist with the services and products that we offer and stuff. And it's all about, working with them. We have in our region, we have our 3 branches. We have Timmins, Circle Falls, and Valgagne, and we've got over 50 employees in our centers that work with their community on a continuous basis. Caisse Alliance, we've got over 400 employees in this region, right, or in Northern Ontario, I should say, going up to Highway 11 towards Hearst, Long Lac, and down towards North Bay as well, and Mattawa. So we're present. We have a lot of employees that are there to actually provide that service in our communities, and we take that very seriously.
Yeah, and that's right. And it starts with people like trusting you.
Yep.
Because I'm coming in to speak with a financial expert, and I'm trusting you're going to guide me in the right direction.
Yep.
And of course, you have folks with all different skill sets, right? Someone might have been in banking for 30 years, and now they're retiring, and they may know a little bit more, but not everyone's expected to be an expert in, in RSPs and savings and tax-free programs. It's completely different.
You need a bank loan for this, that, and the other thing. Well, you've got probably a package for every situation.
Absolutely. And if you look at the way our case is structured, well, we really do have four departments that really focus their focus their operations on a specific program. Like, for example, we have a commercial department that will work with businesses. We have our personal side that will do the personal lending, personal mortgages, that stuff. We also have another department that's wealth management, so we can actually help build wealth, with members as they go through their journeys. And then we have the operations side as well. So when you come in, everyday banking, your transactional work that has to get done. Well, we have all of our teams in place to handle anything that actually might come up. So that's a great little system set up to make sure that we can actually help anybody at any stage, in our community, and that's important to us.
It is a beautiful thing. And speaking of community, you talk 80 plus years servicing the community. So folks are familiar with the name. They're familiar with your community involvement. But on top of that, at least we've noticed as outsiders, you have stepped up the game with community involvement.
Yes, a lot. We see it at all the major events happening here.
Has that been part of your community bank? You care about the community. That's always been there. But we're noticing like an extra splash. Do we have that accurately?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that was part of my. I've been at the Caisse. This is my second time around at the Caisse. I've been there before, but this second time in this role, one of the main things we wanted to do is really amplify, our message in our community and showcase what the Caisse is. So I think it's important for us to really participate and engage with a lot of organizations. There's a lot of great organizations out there doing some amazing things that helps build that, that fabric of our community, right? And we always consider ourselves, because we've been in the community for over 86 years now. We're foundational. Like we consider ourselves foundational when it comes to our community, and we want to try to help stimulate and build that up as much as possible. So we like the idea of, not that we like, but we really want to be that partner as well in our community.
So we have an interactive poll, and we're going to get Brady to bring us back to middle cam when we show this. It's, if you didn't know, tonight you're going to learn more. But our
educational show. Are
you aware of the benefits of being a Caisse Alliance member? And some people may not be. And if I'm a person who's not, and I'm hearing a ton of tremendous things, like personally, I think we're going to be making the change.
We might be making the switch, and
you have that on record.
You've got the drive-through ATM.
Yeah.
But I want to just go back to that because that's a huge perk.
It is.
If someone answers no tonight, how could they find out more? Besides, of course, watching KINZ and KLOMP. But if I want that personal one-on-one, what would be the next step I would take? Yeah,
actually, you can just drop into the Caisse, drop into our center, and come and talk to us. Come and see us. We have customer service representatives right there that have access to all the programs. They can actually showcase these things. And we invite them to come. We can go on our website as well. A lot of our services are listed there. But we're talking about building relationships, building trust, walking into a place and making sure that you feel secure in this place. This is your money. This is very important. I mean, your financial future is a very important piece for everybody, right? So just come and get a flavor of what the Caisse is. Come and grab a seat. Come and talk to us a little bit. Come and see the employees that we have. Come and see the quality of the employees that we have. And, and I think, with what we do and how we create wealth in our communities, we'll probably talk about this shortly, but I think it's behind you. I think it's super important. Like, instead of having our money get siphoned off and into other regions of Canada or anywhere else in the world, I like the fact that we can actually offer these types of services, and we're actually helping to build community with these funds as well. So come and take a look at what the Caisse offers and what we have available, and what we do for the community. And after you see that, it's pretty difficult to actually go
kind of opens one's eyes. And again, not only in Timmins, but Iroquois Falls, Valgagne.
You got it.
At one point, was it just the Timmins branch, and you've amalgamated to those other two cities?
Absolutely. So the Timmins branch was opened up in 1945. And I'm not exactly sure when Iroquois Falls. It was, I think, in the 90s. I have to double check that. And Valgagne was shortly thereafter as well. Early 90s is what if I remember correctly. But either way, like there are 3 branches that allows us to, or service centers that allows us to have a greater reach just within our region. And again, we have service centers all the way from Mattawa all the way out to Long Lac.
Wow.
So, and Highway 11 corridor all the way down. So if ever you need a Caisse, well, we should be there. We should be close.
And got an ATM nearby.
They don't all have ATMs, but
But what I'm hearing is that you understand small northern communities.
Yes.
Which is different than living on Yonge Street in a condominium, which, it's like, it's just a different approach. So since you're involved in these communities, like our lifestyle and our needs are completely different. Same province, but sometimes I think it's a different province.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's completely different, right? Yeah. And you need to understand that. We do want to talk about this big, beautiful banner.
A big number behind us.
With the exception, it's making me very hungry.
It is.
You just scan the
pineapple and olives.
Right. Yes. Well, listen, we'll spend 2 hours on that, but we'll do that on our own time.
Yes, we will.
Pizza is meant to be shared. So is the member dividend. So tell us a little bit about what is this representing? What story is it telling?
Yeah, well, really, it's all about, you know, being in this together, right? And we earn our monies here. The revenues are earned here. And as a member of the Caisse, you know, you get your piece of the pie as well. And we thought the concept of a pizza, a great pie that a lot of people share at their tables, you know, across this area for sure. Yeah. We thought it was a great representation of what we actually offer in our community. So yeah, you're dealing with us. There's a piece of the pie, and
you get to celebrate the milestones and the accolades.
Yeah.
As a community member of Caisse Alliance.
And we celebrated it. Like when we released the last dividend figures maybe about a month and a half ago, right? Right? It was about that? Yeah, good. Thank you. She talks loud, eh?
That's right. She's blowing out the microphone.
Yeah. But we had like a community pizza lunch where people can come into the Caisse and celebrate that dividend, and we'd give them a slice of pizza for lunch. And it was kind of pretty cool to do. And I mean, they're not very big, but they just another little thing that we do.
Perk.
It's a little perk, little personal touch, just you know what, getting people to come and see us. And
like a few bucks extra in one's bank account, you know, it's an extra bag of groceries.
And if you think about it, like I mean, since 2018, when all the Caisse Populaires in Northern Ontario that are tied to the Alliance network, when they decided to form that Caisse Alliance back in 2018, you know, in our communities, we've donated just under $33 million.
That's huge. Wow. Yeah.
$33 million is not chump change, man. Like that's pretty significant.
And we see your name tied to a lot of big events. You know, the Seizure and Brain Injury Center, their Color It Up event is coming up soon. It's a massive event. You know, proceeds stay here, help people, you know, brain injuries, and educate the community on brain injuries and seizures and epilepsy. Like, this is massive stuff. Without, you know, your support, these events probably can't go on. Yeah, well, that's it. I think we got to be a good corporate sponsor. I mean, the mines have done a lot for us too, you know, over the years, and others as well. Like we're not the only ones for sure, but I mean, we really take that seriously, and I think it's important that we are good corporate sponsors and we can actually help build that fabric of community within. And you mentioned it well, like the Color It Up run or Color It Up event last year. We participated, and I tell you, we were like ecstatic. So this year we really wanted to play a larger role. So we're a title sponsor there this year, and you know, I got all the shirts. We got these really cool green glasses that everybody's gonna get. They've got like 800 pairs, man. So everybody's gonna have these things. Now, personally, you're a runner. You're a competitive runner.
Yes,
so when you see this would be my thinking if I was in your shoes. I see these events are meant to be fun, casual strolls, enjoy the company, have good conversations. But my competitive brain would be
yeah, I agree.
Because
he's done his lap before we get to
it's got to be hard to draw that back because your brain's always in one mode. Right?
You know what? You're absolutely right. But I mean, I bring my grandkids with me, and I get to spend some, you know, a great time around the lake, getting splattered by color, and of course we're going to have a booth there, so we're looking forward to, you know, we've got a lot of green color that's going to be really sprayed on a lot of people. So we're
it's going to be a fun Saturday.
You know, I'm curious. So Cashew's there, and you know, you could nod yes or no, Cashew, because you're exhausted from talking so much. We're going to give you a break. So, you know, Mark was bragging about the fact you have a drive-through ATM.
Yes, I love the drive-through
ATM.
Know,
when I first moved here, I go, where are they? Because in Thunder Bay, they're everywhere. So, but I'm just wondering, you know, Cashew's got pretty thick fingers there. Like, are you able to punch the buttons on the ATM? Or sometimes do you take out 100 instead of 20 because you hit the wrong button? You don't know.
Yeah.
Finances are very personal. I'll never know.
It's 6, 7.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I've been warned by my kids, if I do that again, then I'm
in trouble. It's not cool anymore.
Yeah. We're always at.
Oh, that's passé now.
Yeah,
okay, so I didn't get the memo, man. I wasn't. Sorry.
I always check in with my kids to find out what's current. So you have no because you're as an employee there, the face you're probably pretty good with the ATM despite abnormally large fingers. Yeah.
Well, what we do is in Cashew's case, because she has a little bit of trouble with the buttons. What we do is we put a little bowl of nuts by the end of where the drive-through is, so she can actually have some nuts.
Okay, so a reward.
So she's always there usually.
A reward for doing a good job. Yeah.
And we got a fence so she doesn't go into the fence and eat the apples that are growing on her trees now. That was something that last year was.
That's why Cashew is the mascot for Caisse Alliance.
You got to eat apples on your own time, Cashew.
Yeah.
But we should say, you were saying reward. You came bearing some great prizes. Parting gift tonight for the Caisse Alliance Wheel of Winning, which is sponsored by you. Tell us what someone's going to be walking away with tonight.
Yeah, well, we have some pretty cool prizes tonight, actually. We got, a couple of hats, a couple of decks of cards. We've got a nice little speaker there, a Bluetooth speaker
very awesome
that you can actually
there.
do that. And we also have this little card here.
What is that card?
So this little card, what is this? Well, I'll tell you, like last year we started a program. It's a card program. There's two cards. There's a privilege co-op card, which during, like if you're a member of the Caisse, during the Christmas holidays, if you need some extra cash to help you get through the holidays, we'll do a 0% loan to the member. And they get actually a privilege co-op card. So there's no fees, no nothing for 12 months. They pay it back within 12 months. And then they can spend a little bit more at Christmas time to help them out or buy some extra gifts or whatever it is.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
And what's really cool about it is that businesses are actually connected to this. So you can't spend this card on Jeff Bezos's Amazon. You have to actually spend it locally. So and when I say locally, I'm talking about all the businesses that are actually members of the Caisse, from Mattawa all the way up to Long Lac. And we have a list of all of these businesses. So you have to do a scan.
Spend that card.
Yeah. So you scan the QR code here on the inside sleeve, and it'll give you a list of all the businesses that accept this card.
Excellent. And some lucky watcher tonight is going to pick it up. What's it loaded with there?
So this guy here's got $100 in it.
Oh, nice.
So $100 that you can spend in a community at one of the local merchants. And for us, it's another way of creating that spending locally rather than spending your hard-earned dollars outside of the community.
Somewhere else.
I usually use the term economic slippage, where you earn your money here and then the money gets spent elsewhere and it's in Jeff Bezos's pocket. Sorry, I'm using his name twice now. I'm dropping Amazon.
And again, that's the corporate world, right? Something goes wrong,
So we like the fact that we can actually ask folks to join this program. We give them gift cards like this, and they can actually spend it locally. And for us, I think that's, we're trying to be, part of that economic engine that keeps, churning in our community. And this is one of the tools that we utilize to do that. So
it's really smart.
Yeah.
I just want to go back to your first story. If a member's in need, and Christmas time is a very stressful time for a lot of folks.
That's it.
Mark goes on, it's commercialized too much spiel for a month. I get tired of that. But anyway, but it is stressful, right?
Yeah.
We put a lot of pressure on ourselves, especially if you have parents of kids, and we put probably too much pressure on ourselves.
Yeah.
But the fact that you go into the bank and a 0% interest loan. I remember walking into my bank asking for that, and they asked if I was Rick Lemieux because they thought I was doing a comedy.
You're doing a comedy set.
He's been at our bank doing that.
That's right. But his story is true. But that's, that's new information for me, and it's beautiful because everyone in their life has had a moment or moments that should needed a little bit of extra help. Everybody has.
And it's not just for the folks that need that extra help as well, but it could be that, like, for example, like we have golf courses that are selling their annual memberships. We have, if you need tires here for your vehicle. So, it's Christmas time. There's a lot of money flowing out. You got your credit cards where you're paying higher rates and stuff. Well, now you at least have another finance vehicle that can actually help you, bore some of those costs that might creep up, especially at Christmas time. You got your car. Your rubbers on your car now, they're a couple of years old. There might not be gripping as much, as they used to in the wintertime. So, I mean, hey, listen, we have a couple of merchants that have tires, or we have somebody who wants to go on a trip. Well, we have a company that does trip planning and stuff like that.
Okay.
So if you want to go to St. Lucia and enjoy the sun, well, you can use our cards as a way to fund some of your. And you're paying 0% interest, so you can put it on your credit card, or you can use a tool like this. That would be the privilege card program, and we're working on actually evolving that program. So there might be some other things that are going to be coming up. And I mean, this is not in stone yet, but I mean, there could be, like, for example, in the spring when you have renovations to do at home, well, there might be a program that'll be put in place to help people with renovations and stuff like that. So, those types of things. So we really want to try to meet the member, to
you want to ease the stresses.
Yeah, exactly.
And again, 0%. Sign me up, right?
Yeah. But it doesn't mean those will be 0, but I'm just saying there'll be different programs that we can use these things.
That's right.
So just to be clear, but at Christmas time, we like that 0%.
I do like that. Yeah. It's like, Cashew and I, maybe we can use that. We can go see Sonic in his home city. And we could have a discussion.
That's it.
Flights are pretty expensive to go see Sonic, so 0% sounds great.
Where is Sonic? I have no idea where it's
far away. But yeah, so that's just, when the poll said tonight, are you aware of the benefits? That's a great story. And once again, I'm thinking, like, members first. Like, you get it.
Oh yeah.
You get it. Like, you understand what the needs are in our Northern Ontario community, and
local flavor.
You think about that stuff, and you think about some of the other things that we do. Like, we've met many senior groups talking about, we're talking about financial literacy. We're talking about fraud literacy as well, because as we know today, fraud is a big issue. Only less than 10% of all the fraud cases are actually reported to the anti-fraud center in Canada, which is crazy when you see that there's like $400 million worth of losses. That means just, multiply that by the number of people that haven't reported it, and you can see that there's a lot of loss there. So
there is,
we've done a lot of work at the Caisse to build up these programs so we can create that awareness within our community so that they can protect their investments. We've actually have a fraud department within our own institution that will actually work with members, and we've been pretty fortunate to be able to go save some of these monies as well at some points, but it does happen where some of these monies are gone. So being out in the community and talking about these things, I think one of the most important thing is not to feel like you've been had and you're embarrassed by it, but you know what, you got to talk about it, because chances are your neighbor, your friend, the cook in the kitchen that takes care of that dish for you on Sundays. There are people that are actually being affected all the time.
There is. And the thing is, 10 years ago, it was just a Saudi Arabia prince you got the email from. You've inherited $10 billion.
Now they're all over the place.
But they're not just all over the place. They've gotten so close to looking legitimate.
Yep.
If you don't have a keen eye, like sometimes the email address is just changed by a hyphen.
The I is
like they've gotten so good
or a 1
in representing fraudulent information as close to accurate as possible. A lot more and more people are being scammed. Before it's pretty easy to say. You gave your license to that Saudi Arabian prince. How did it go? Not so well. Okay. Well, maybe you got the inheritance.
Failed by driver's test.
But before it was pretty, you got it. But nowadays.
Oh, now it's smart. And, there's organizations actually. It's organized chaos. Like it is. And they'll attack you from different ways as well. And you just got to be aware of all these different.
They're very persistent.
Yeah. And unfortunately, not everybody catches on to those things typically. Like you got some seniors that are mostly available during the day, so it's easier to reach them via
some of them they're giving the phone call. Hey, so-and-so's been arrested. We need $50,000 to get them out of jail or something like that.
But we'll see it too with young folks as well. They get their new phone and they're going through their things. Oh yeah, look, check out this app, and then all of a sudden they get a little thing, they swipe, and boom, all of a sudden they've been hacked. So there's so many ways. Like, you just got to be careful.
Watch what you do.
Just talk about fun. So it looks like you have a celebration. We're going to get Brady to pull up the flyer. And he's also going to post some information with the, dates and times. It's in a few communities. But once again, you're making us hungry. I went from pizza to hot dogs, two of my favorites.
I'd still put pineapple and olives on those.
Hey, you know what? You come Tuesday, we'll set that up.
We'll see. He's just talking because he's on. He will never do that. But Member Appreciation Day. So Brady's posted the details, but tell us a little bit more about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So every year, typically, we host a couple of appreciation days. During the year, we have our barbecues in Timmins, Sierra Falls, and Valgagne, and it actually happens next week. So next Tuesday in Timmins from 11 a.m. to 2 o'clock in the afternoon, you can actually come over to the Caisse and enjoy a free hot dog, some water, a cupcake. The cashier will be there dancing.
Nice.
There's some live music as well. We have the one and only Chantal Delorme that's going to be there.
Yes.
So it's going to be a great community event, and I know it says member appreciation, but it's not. If you want to come and see the Caisse, that's a beautiful day to come and check out what we're about.
It'll be a possible member appreciation day because people might be on the fence.
You got
trying to get in.
Yeah.
And maybe one of the deterrents, like I know Caisse is strictly Francais? Would someone who doesn't know French, would they be able to maneuver their way through the bank?
Yeah, that is a fantastic question because the perception that we have in the community is that we are only French. Yes, we have a French tradition. We are built, we were built typically as a French language bank, but we are totally bilingual, and in fact, we're really pushing to make sure that message is clear as well. And you know what, we're in this community. We want to serve the whole community, not just a part of the community. So I think that's super important for us, while also respecting our history, and so everything that we have is typically in French and then in English added on. But all of our staff, every single employee that works at the Caisse, they're fully bilingual, so you can get served in whichever language, whichever official language. But I mean, I'd love to find an employee that can speak Swampy Cree as well. I would love to. We're really we're inclusive. We really want to.
Of course,
so as much as possible.
All the diversity out there.
Exactly. So again, just back to the barbecue. It's just a great opportunity to come and experience the Caisse. Get a hot dog. Come and talk to us. Chantal will be there singing some great music. Cashew will be dancing, and taking pictures, and all that.
Sounds like a fun
stuff.
day.
Yeah.
So
come on out.
So when we move our banking and you take my money and deposit it into your account, you can't say, "Well, I never understood," because they told me in French.
It was in French.
They said, "Put it in my account." See, it's bilingual. Thank you for answering that.
Well, Mark Rodrigue, he'll be there to walk you through the bases.
He will.
And if you need an English document, we have it.
Yeah, they do bilingual.
So, no problem.
And we're very much a multicultural, inclusive city. Like if you've been at the Multicultural Festival, you see all the vibrant colors and ethnicities and backgrounds. So
it's beautiful to see.
Yeah, it is beautiful to see. It's such a beautiful event, and so.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, I'm happy you answered that question, because that was my question, by the way. It is a good one. See, usually I get that's the good question. Tonight you get the gold star. It was a genius question.
Well, just curious, because maybe a lot of people don't understand that Caisse, is bold.
Well, you know what, the perception that folks have is even like one of the perceptions that I was made aware of maybe about 6 months ago. So even students that come to Timmins, to some of our educational centers like Université de Hearst, Northern College, Collège Boreal. Some of them thought that you had to be a Canadian resident to actually deal with the Caisse. And yeah, of course, if you're a student coming in from overseas and stuff, you have your temporary permits and stuff. Yeah, you can come and deal with us as well.
Okay.
But there were some. There were some students that thought they actually had to be officially a Canadian citizen before dealing even with our credit union and with our Caisse. And so I squashed that really quick. I said, no, you can come for sure. We will take care of you. So that was kind of interesting. So the French was one that that's been there for a bit, and that one there as well has crept up. So it's kind of nice that we can sort of clear the air here with it. So.
I have a feeling Cashew can probably speak 50 languages. So
yeah, I think so.
Absolutely, eh? Cashew.
Are you having a good time, Cashew? Do we have the air at a nice control
comfortable
for you?
mascot temperature?
Right.
Yeah. we have with Cashew as well. I have to say, like, we have our student savers program there at the Caisse that are in the schools, and it is amazing when we have activities and Cashew comes. You should see the kids, like,
They get,
they just run up.
Kids love their mascot.
Oh, they do.
And they love Cashew.
Yeah.
They love Cashew. It could be Cashew, it could be Bonhomme Carnaval,
Yeah, I was about to say.
but people are like mascots are they like them.
Yeah, I would think Cashew and Bonhomme must be pretty close. They both have like the francophone background. Are you good buddies with Bonhomme? Okay, I like this.
And maybe we'll have to invite Bonhomme next week.
Yeah,
Hey, what do you think? We'll have to see. Maybe we'll have Bonhomme too.
You might
we'll
have a
to
connection.
too hot for
We'll have to talk to Lerone and see.
Yeah, we'll
if,
have to talk to Lerone.
Yeah, and see if
Bonhomme will be a
Yeah.
puddle. It'll be 35 next
Was
week.
there anything
Oh
else?
yeah, that's right. Eh?
Don't you be talking about my best friend Bonhomme like that. And now my best friend Cashew.
Yeah, Cashew. You and your mascot.
Yeah, well, listen, I'm on a roll now.
Yeah.
Was there anything else you wanted to, reiterate or that we might have missed that you like to mention?
Yeah, just that I think we've touched on a lot of points. I think I think it's great what you guys are doing. You're part of that fabric in our community as well. That helps to inspire and bring information to folks, and you guys do a really good job with that. So thank you very much for that. Thanks for the time that you've given us to come on the show and talk a little bit about the Caisse and what the Caisse represents and what we're trying to get accomplished in our community. I think we have several activities that are coming up. We have our barbecues next week. So if you're in Timmins, Iroquois Falls, or Valgagny next week, don't be shy. Stop in. Timmins on Tuesday, Iroquois Falls on Wednesday. Thursday will be in Valgagny. Then we have the Color It Up on, I think it's June 20th, if I'm not mistaken.
It is. Yeah.
And we also have, we didn't talk about it tonight, but we have the Berry Blue as well. We're the title sponsor there as well. That's coming up at the end of.
That's a marathon, is it not?
That's the half marathon.
The half marathon.
Yeah,
Okay.
It's kind of hard for me not to be involved with that.
Right.
Because
That's right
it's
up your alley, yeah.
and you're starting to see, like, I'm trying to pick other things too there, but no, listen, we being healthy, active, being out in the community, having great financial sense. I think these things are super important. So wherever we can help, assist, and do, we kind of get in there. Yeah.
Your local bank.
Your local bank.
Helping
man.
out local.
Yeah.
So if you answered no on tonight's poll, if you're not aware of all the benefits that they provide, you can reach out to them directly.
Yeah.
Webpage, their Facebook. There's one specifically for our branch and the other branches. And we really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Mark.
Around.
Thank you, Cashew.
Mark Rig.
Oh, look at him. He's trying to jump in before me on that fist pound.
Stole
See
your
that?
fist pound.
See, keep your eye on him, Cashew. And when we come back, it's the Caisse Alliance Wheel of Winning.
It is. Yeah. Sponsored by Caisse Alliance.
Yeah.
Mark Rodrigue.
It's huge. And we talked about the $100 co-op card, this great, by the way.
Bluetooth speaker.
Wireless LED speaker, which, sometimes I just don't want to give these away, but I will. But this is a beautiful prize.
That is an awesome prize. And again, you get a miniature Cashew.
Yeah.
And the mugs.
There we go.
This is quite the prize pack tonight. And 2 decks of cards.
For the gamers out there.
That's right.
There's a lot of gamers out there.
There's a lot of gamers. Those will go good at the camp. Okay, so we are giving them all away, we promise, and we'll do it right after this.
The Timmins Hyundai Advantage sales event is on now. Lease a 2026 Tucson for only $99 a week with 0 down. Visit TimminsHyundai.ca. Get a ticket for Jenna Giampaolo and her trio, July 11th at the Porcupine Dante Club. Tickets are $65 each and available at GDEntertainment.ca. Dill pickle balls and sugar-free licorice are back in stock at Sweet Freeze Timmins. Stop and shop today, 175 3rd Avenue, or online, sweetfreeze.com. Quilts for Survivors are hiring for summer students. Join their team today. Apply now, 705-262-1853. Sign up for the Kids Saturday this Saturday at the Timmins Museum and make an end-of-year tote bag for your teacher. 705-360-2617 to register. Mark LaRue is part of your community and in your neighborhood with Realty Networks, Inc. Making your dreams a reality. Contact Mark today, realtynetworks.ca. Adopt a pet this week from Noah's. Dora and Map, Miss Whiskers, and Putty Cat need homes. Adopt today through noahs.com. 720 Bartleman is for sale with Jessica Gervais from Royal LePage. Call for a showing now, 705-363-0136. Go to Canada's Wonderland with O'Brien's Coach Services. July 11th through 12th for only $125 per seat if you book now by June 5th. Email info@o'brienscoachservices.ca. Check out this new listing, 7 Borden Avenue, Timmins, with Albert Seal at Royal LePage. Call for a showing, 705-465-3493. Try the key lime pie or the berry bliss frappes, now available at the Retail Bistro, located at 254 3rd Avenue. Shop Smart Office Timmins for next day delivery for office supplies, technology, art, education, furniture, and more. smartoffice.ca. Rent a bin today from Frank Rubino at Rubino's Petrocan. Perfect for any size cleanup. Call for your quote, 705-288-8027. Save up to $400 off and more on outdoor furniture this week at Canadian Tire Timmins, located 2199 Riverside Drive, or shop online, canadiantire.ca. Camp registrations are on now at Camp Bickle. Make memories that'll last a lifetime. campbickle.ca. Get a ticket for the Great Benjamin Circus. Comes to the Timmins Square Shopping Centre this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday under the new Big Top. Tickets at benjamincircus.com. Pet Value Hollinger Court and in the Timmins Square thank you for coming out for another successful Walk for Guide Dog Sunday. Design your dream kitchen today at J&R Custom Cabinets. Design, build, enjoy, and don't pay for 3, 6, 9, 12 months OAC. Overflow Home Health Inc. in Iroquois Falls offer quality care overflowing from their hearts into your home. For more detail, visit overflowhomehealth.com. The mini putt and batting cages are now open with Don Marcoux. Come and play today, 12 to 9 p.m., 7 days a week. Kiwanis Timmins bring back Beauce Carnival, July 8th through 12th at Hollinger Park. For ticket information, visit BeauceCarnival.com. June 20th, join in the fun with the Collar It Up with the Seizure and Brain Injury Center. Sign a team up today, savic.ca. Take your next party to Midtown Bowl and Arcade. 4 amazing pizza party packages to choose from. Call today, 705-267-3500 to book. You can now hear the KINZ and KLOMP radio show on Country 93.1. Tune in every Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. and on the iHeart Radio app. On This Week at Imagine Cinemas, check out Breadwinner, Back Rooms, and Scary Movie. Tickets and showtimes at imaginecinemas.com. Become a board member today with the Schumacher Lions Club. Sign up now, 705-267-6838. File a suit with the best lawyers in the North. Girona's Borden Kelly Lawyers, 1-800-569-1673. Need a balloon display for an upcoming birthday? The Pop-Up Balloon Shop can make it happen. Open 7 days a week at 269 Dale Avenue or shop online, popupballoonshop.com. Ontario's largest mining job fair hits the MAC June 10th and 11th. Come for the live demos and over 400 plus exhibits. Sign up now for kindergarten registrations with the Northeastern Catholic District School Board. Book an online tour now, ncdsb.on.ca. Who's the best in residential commercial design? Contact Jen today at Mindful Living Interiors. Check out her amazing work, mindfullivinginteriors.com. Goldheart Courier Services offer rush, local, and out-of-town deliveries. Move those packages today, 705-531-3005. Check out the spring and summer cookie collections and more at the Wizard of Paws Inc. Come and shop for your pet this week, 220 3rd Avenue. Pick up the 5G Canada, US, and Mexico plan today at the Bell Store in the Park Road Square for only $27 a month. Get your tickets now for Rock on the River, July 24th and 25th. Happens at Hollinger Park with the Offspring headlining the Rock Night and how about Russell Dickerson headlining the Country Night. Tickets at rotr.ca. Sign up now for Timmins Little League Baseball. Register online, timminslittleleague.ca. Tickets are on sale now for Festa Italiana, July 17th through 19th at the Porcupine Dante Club. Tickets at porcupinedanteclub.com. Spark up your lunch is back with Sparks Pizza. Go find our share and win for a chance to win free lunch for your office from Sparks Pizza. Check out their amazing menu as well, sparkspizza.ca. Book a professional detail this week at the Shine Shop Crown Timmins. 1300 Riverside Drive, voted Canada's #1 rust protection. Lucent Transportation are hiring for 310T mechanics and new bus drivers. New drivers get a $2,000 sign-on bonus. Apply today, 705-360-4090. Book Bluey with the NOE. Bluey is now a part of the Heroes for Hire. Book Bluey now, northernontarioexpo.com. And a huge thank you from the Alzheimer's Society Cochrane-Temiskaming for raising over $22,000 for this year's Timmins Walk for Alzheimer this Sunday. Mirage X Series pontoons are priced to move this week at Mikey's. Stop and shop today, 1301 Airport Road, or online, Mikey'sTeam.com. And book a seat for the final Friday Funds event at Jackpot Time Timmins. Book your seat now for only $50 at 251 First Avenue. And put a team in now for the United Ways, the Big Red Pull. Happens June 18th along Cedar. Sign up now, uwcneo.com. For more on Paul Bloom and his album Little Songs, check him out on Bandcamp and on Spotify. DJB Mining Products and Services specialize in portable aligned boring, welding, and bucket fabrication right here in Timmins. 705-269-4340. Your happiness is capital when you bank with Caisse Alliance. Located right here in Timmins, Iroquois Falls, and in Valgagne. 705-268-9724. Caron Equipment are hiring for all positions with competitive pay. Send those resumes today to CaronEquipment.com. Savings are on the lot this week at Matheson Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. It's worth the drive for amazing savings. 349 Highway 11 in Matheson. The BIA are calling for vendors for the downtown Timmins Urban Park Markets. They happen every Thursday starting in July. Email info@downtowntimmins.com to apply. Find your true north at Northern College. With over 75 programs to choose from. Enroll now for fall, northerncollege.ca. And over 800 plus tickets have been sold for the Country 93-1 Timmins Ram Rodeo. Comes to Ram Rodeo Park June 12th and 13th. Get your tickets now and shuttle info at ramrodeoontario.com. Comfy stays, clean rooms, and friendly vibes when you book a stay at the Timmins Super 8. Book yours now, 705-268-7171. Need a paint job? Book today with Timmins Student Works Painting. Call for your free quote, 705-363-0800. Comtech Computers service what they sell and now offer on-site service repair. 705-264-1351. And get your tickets now for the Porcus Stampede and Rodeo, August 21st through 23rd in Porcus Junction. Tickets on sale at porcusag.ca. And no job too big or small for DAP Cleaning Solutions. From sanitizing, dump runs, commercial janitorial cleaning, and more, call for your free quote, 705-465-3500.
All right, so the Caisse Alliance discussion continues because they brought out a monster pack for the Wheel of Winning tonight.
This is pretty awesome. $100 co-op card where you can spend. You just scan the QR code. Various stores and locations across the north. 2 decks of playing cards. You've got a Bluetooth speaker, 2 hats. You got, a Cashew, the mascot, in miniature, and 2 mugs from Caisse Alliance. How awesome is that?
Did you have to say this was miniature?
Well,
people just saw Cashew. Who didn't think this
really was? Is that Cashew?
Tell me the name of the person you thought this was really Cashew.
Well, you get your very own Cashew. And again, Customer Appreciation Day. Next Tuesday, you can drop by for a free hot dog at all the Caisse Alliances, and Timmins Day is next Tuesday.
All right, here it is, the Wheel of Winning.
Time now for the Caisse Alliance Wheel of Winning. Want a financial institution that gives back here in the north? Choose Caisse Alliance. Your happiness is capital. Located in Timmins, Valgagne, and in Iroquois Falls.
All right, there it is. We're loaded up. Brady's going to roll it. The cashew goes around and round, round and
Who's going to spend
round
$100 at
and
the
round.
co-op? The co-op card from Caisse Alliance. Mona Belek Malfi.
Congratulations.
Congrats. Yes.
Mona. That's a big prize.
That is a big
And I'm
prize.
telling you, you are going to love this wireless speaker. Like, it's too bad. You know, I've talked about
Mona's
it.
like, don't be taking my
No,
Bluetooth
I won't. But
speaker.
it's a beautiful thing. And it has wireless charging
Great
in the whole night.
prize. Yeah, 2 hats, 2 mugs. You get the miniature version of Cashew, the mascot, 2 decks of playing cards, and a shopping spree, $100 co-op card from Caisse Alliance.
Big prize.
Yeah, pretty
All
awesome prize tonight.
That's it for us tonight. Good night.
We're fini.
Picture western frontier, it's Dodge City. You hear, gotta get out, but forget about Dodge. I need to get out of here. Same old day in, day out, what a bore. Here life adds up to only sleep, work, chores. What for? No settling down, I want more. Hardly Dodge City stride. I need to start a new life. Well, have you heard of anywhere but here? Bags all packed up and I'll shed a tear. Oh my. This is my chance, say goodbye. Nudge, I've left you behind. Now get out of my mind. Get out of my mind. Out of my mind. Ooh.
like flying. Every breath takes me higher. We could